The minute you decide to experience something, it is already fulfilled. You would not have that desire if it was not already fulfilled and something for you to experience. The one and only technique that's important for you is this one thing. This one and only thing that truly matters. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and solar alignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about the one and only technique that you ever need. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So today's video is an important video I thought I would post around the one and only technique, because people get so hung up on techniques and trying something new, and they kind of lose their power in the process. Now, of course, I never say anything about techniques. I've personally used affirmations a lot and visualization and journaling. I've used quite a few techniques actually, and I've experienced success with all of them. But the key is that you don't need to do techniques in order to manifest. And I've said this numerous times on my channel, but I like to re-emphasize that. Now, the one and only technique that's important for you is this one thing. This one and only thing that truly matters, and that is to continue to recognize that it is all you. You are the source. You are the operant power. It's awareness that it's all you. That's the technique, is awareness. It's conscious awareness that it is all you. And so what you're doing with that is, anytime you catch yourself making a certain assumption, is to remember, well, I am the source, because you're the one who's assuming everything. You're the one who's choosing everything. And I've spoken in the past that assuming does not mean you have pre-assumed it, but you're assuming it now in the way you're perceiving your 3D. So everything boils down to this one thing. I am the source. I choose everything. Always remember that power. Take back your power. Take back your power. Take back your power. That's the only technique. Take back your power and recognize you are the one and only source. Nothing is outside of you. The minute you decide to experience something, it is already fulfilled. You would not have that desire if it was not already fulfilled and something for you to experience. I spoke about this in my 3-part series. I will link it above. You are a point of view of one consciousness. Everything is already within you. All experiences exist within you. All potentials exist within you. You're the one who chooses what you want based on your desires. The mere fact you have that desire means it's done. It's something already experienced. You just need to light up your consciousness with that and experience it in 3D. You're already it by default, and it's just about the 3D catching up, because I spoke in that 3-part series that you can't experience 3D reality except frame by frame. You can't experience everything at once. So there has to be an unfolding that happens. So the mere fact you have a desire, it's gonna unfold. You're going to experience it. But you're the one who is not allowing that to happen. How do you do it? Well, you keep reactivating identity X. So on my channel, I always speak about identities X and Y. Although there are an infinite number of identities that you can be experiencing because there are infinite desires. But let's boil them down to two. There is the identity of the person who does not have their desire, and then there's the identity of the person who does have their desire. Whatever that desire is, let's keep it to these two identities. X is I don't have my desire. Y is yes, I have my desire. So the mere fact you have a desire, it's already fulfilled. And you are already in the identity of the person who's going to experience it when you're just not activating X. And I spoke that by default you are in Y. I'm going to link that video above because a few weeks ago, I posted a video about the Trinity. And in that video, I mentioned the X and Y, but I didn't emphasize that you are by default in Y. In that Trinity video, I show you how to deactivate X and shift into Y. And I'll link that video above as well. But I did not emphasize that you are in Y by default. That is your natural state, because well-being is our natural state. When do we take ourselves out of well-being? When we activate X. When do we activate X? When we start thinking and overthinking and trying to control and thinking that things are not working out. When you're not in your power, when you're taking away your own power. That's why I go back. That's the one and only technique, is to recognize that you are the source of everything. You are the source of everything. Take back your power and say, I am who I desire to be. And that's the only important thing. As Tom Karen from Be Something Wonderful talks about, he says, go to the end and stay there. Go to the end is by default, you're in it. You've desired it, and so you've chosen it. And you're staying there, but staying there is the natural way of staying there. You're always there. You're the one who thinks you're not there by activating X. X is when you're overthinking, when you're saying something's not working, when you're giving importance to 3D, forgetting that the 3D, you're the source of the 3D. It's based on what you have chosen. So anytime you have a desire, decide that this is what I'm going to experience, claim it, declare it, this is mine, this is what I'm choosing to experience next, because you're the source of all of it. It's all within you. You wouldn't have that desire, you wouldn't have perceived that desire to begin with if it's not something you're meant to experience. Choose it and stick with it. You stick with it by not activating X. It's important because when you think you're separated from it, oh, I have to shift states to get into the state of the wish fulfilled, it feels hard. That's also not true. It feels, I have to keep shifting back to Y and I can't feel myself in Y. You're in Y by default. You're in Y by default. That's naturally who you are. You're the one who's taking yourself out of Y. When do you do it? When you activate these thoughts. You know what? Deactivate them. As I explained in the Trinity video, I tell you how to pause and reboot. But again, your natural state is in Y. So in the end, decide and never let anything else take you out of that, regardless of the 3D. Remember, the 3D is something you've chosen before. You're not choosing that again anymore. Regardless of what's in 3D, just say, I'm not choosing that. No, thank you. And remember that you claiming who you are, it's a matter of unfolding and you're going to experience it. Don't keep activating X. X is you taking yourself out of your power. That's why that's the one and only technique is I am the source of all of it. Just be in that awareness that I am the one behind it all, and I'm going to choose that everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. And it's just going to unfold in a short while, not even in a long while. It's going to all unfold perfectly, and choose that. Choose that it's all perfect. It's all unfolding perfectly. Because even how you expect the 3D to unfold, some people have an assumption that things need to get worse before they get better. No, just remember that it is all in your power. I had a client of mine who's working with me tell me she was almost going to be picked up by a big retailer for her brand, and then they declined her at the last minute. She's like, what subconscious fears do I have? I said, stop choosing that you have subconscious fears. There are no subconscious fears. There are no subconscious fears. And the fact that she assumes that there are subconscious fears that are preventing her manifestation from happening is what probably caused this to begin with, because she assumes there are subconscious fears. There are no hidden fears. I talk about that as well in this video. I'll link it above. So just remember, be in that awareness that it's all perfect. Be in that awareness. That's the only and one technique, is being in the awareness that I am the source of everything. I am the source of everything. Go back and say, I am the source of it all, and I choose perfection, even in the unfolding of my desires. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.